Oh my God. Shake it, Paul.
He's gyrating.
Ooh, ooh.
He's doing that.
Yes.
Oh, you about to get your money's worth today.
Yes. Frase, every day she'll make you say, oh my God.
She got the scoop.
Hey,
All about culture news.
hey.
And what you say is
Hey.
Sarah and the Crow.
Oh my God, Crew! Yes, he's back. He is by far one of the biggest fan favorites of all time on the Hey Frase podcast. Please welcome back to the show, Paul Wharton.
You get a car. Actually,
Oh, what are you giving
I
us?
saw one of your little fans said, "Oh, I've loved all the co-hosts you've had over the years. My two favorites are AJ and Sammy K." You saw that shit? I was like,
did, and I
"Bitch,
screenshotted
sit down." Why'd you screenshot it? You wrote it. You or that messy ass Sammy K. I know what y'all doing. I watch Real Housewives of Beverly
It's the
Hills.
truth. It is the truth. The shade on this show is so
The
shitty.
shade is real.
But
The shade.
that is so wrong because today on this show, we will have so many comments. People absolutely fucking love you. They always hit me up. They're like, when is Paul coming back? When is Paul? I'm like, Paul is very expensive. Okay? Like that. Y'all, DM Paul. When is he going to lower his rates?
I
You're
have
rich
things to
and famous.
support. I don't know about that.
I mean-
I'm more famous than rich. Tell you that. This shit is not right.
I know. It's the truth.
Numbers
I
don't
know.
add
Isn't
up.
that the pits?
No, but amazing things are happening for
Yeah.
you. This is the year. I know we say that every fucking year, but this is it. This is.
But you know what? We're
past
still
3
here.
years.
We're not hungry. The lights are on.
I mean, you wrote in famished, I will say.
Oh, that's true. I was actually hungry. No, that's only because you can never be too rich or too thin. I'm trying to be too thin.
Yeah, and you're caught between
You
the
are
middle.
Right,
sometimes.
I'm
looking.
like,
You and Dan now like weigh the same. Like your arms are sticks. Like honestly, you look like a massive head on a popsicle stick.
It's
That's the
hair.
nicest thing you ever said to me. Oh, bitch.
Oh, raggedy.
I don't know how you meant it. I know how I took it.
I mean,
Thank you.
I am honestly. That is to say, you are so tiny with just like this beautiful face and mane of hair.
Thank you. I'm working on myself. I'm always working on myself.
You always look phenomenal.
in
How is your
progress.
mom? What's going on with her?
Oh, my mom
Brenda
is so good.
Is a show unto herself. She really is.
My mom is so good. You know, she's over in Delaware. I went a couple weeks ago and we had a nice weekend. And, you know, but with her, it's like, it's so interesting. It's like my mom has a beautiful house. You know, you remember when she first moved in. She
Yeah.
built the house from the ground up.
Oh yeah, we've seen
She's
pictures.
already
Looks
trying
gorgeous.
to, like, you know, it's never finished. It's like the house is done. I don't like my kitchen. You know, like, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think if I just did a sunroom on the back and then you walk out from the sunroom, then you go to the pool and then you go, I'm like,
No, let's give it a rest. Let's wrap it up. This has been 10 years.
can't
sounds
we
nice,
just
though.
live in what we have? And she's like, oh, you're down for
I'm down for that. The walk to the pool, the sunroom, yeah.
But I'm afraid to make it too nice because I might move back in.
You should.
Oh, my God.
I mean, really, I think because that really would be hysterical. Like you guys as a show. Like you and your mom living together, you get that fucking Rolls Royce, you get the butler.
I told you
and
that.
And then every day you just like meet the butler with the rolls and it's just you two doing all the adventures. Because
That's
your
it.
mom is so high class, but she's also a little gangster and that's the best
Absolutely.
part.
She's,
She will get in your face.
And you know what? She loves her own company. She's kind of like me. But I love my own company when I go up to my room in her house. And then there's this room called the lounge. And there's like a karaoke machine in there. And there's like a stereo and all this beautiful, it's a nice fireplace and all this beautiful stuff around. And my mom goes in there and you hear like, she's talking to herself. She's singing a song. Sometimes she gets on the microphone. I mean, that's like me in 27 years.
I know it's
Just
complete.
by yourself, talking to yourself.
Oh, talking to myself, like lighting candles, drinking champagne. I don't need nobody.
Oh my God. But what is going on? We need an update on your love life. Plus, I want to hit you with like a round of pop culture because many things have happened that we want your opinion on. Just like in general over the past couple of months. Jussie Smollett, the passing of Nipsey Hussle. I want to know how you feel
God,
about
rest
all
in
that.
peace, Nipsey.
Were you ever a Luke Perry fan?
Oh, Luke.
No, not really.
I was going to say that didn't sound very.
How come? God, his face looked like he lived such a hard life. I mean, I was wondering,
Who, Luke Perry?
is that how white people just age? That thing
Yeah,
was.
yes, white people age that way. Look at me.
No, you look fantastic.
Well, that's because you've taught me the ways. But I mean, most white people look really
so
busted.
if you leave yourself alone and you don't get the Botox,
You don't nip
and you
and
don't
tuck.
get the peels,
Oh my God, have you
and you
seen
don't
white
get
people?
the nips and the tucks, that's how you look at 50 years old. That shit is scary.
It's a good
now,
thing we
listen,
have white
rest in
privilege,
peace.
'cause we
Now,
don't
he
have
was
skin
one-
privilege.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Here we go now. Let me tell you about some shit. That's what y'all mad about Jesse about. Black privilege. I was like, the brothers that do one.
I'm not mad at him at all. I feel like go for it.
Trump is.
Oh, Trump, fuck off. And you know what? Someone said to me the best thing ever. They're like, Trump has been spending all this time discrediting the FBI and DOJ, and then suddenly now he wants them to investigate Jesse Smollett. Okay.
Yeah, because, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. He's mad. If he wants to get off, but he don't want anybody else to get off.
True.
Yeah, he's so full of shit. Look, everybody knows Jesse Smollett did it, and he probably pulled some strings.
That's a good lawyer.
That is what
That's what Mark Garagos is
exactly.
for. If I get in trouble,
And you can
I don't
afford
care
Mark
what
Garagos.
y'all have to do. Listen, I don't care what you have to sell. You see me? You hear me? You know what I'm talking about. I don't care what you have to sell.
Okay,
Sell your house.
Get
everything?
me, not that. Get me Mark Garagos. Get it. I want you to go and pull up to the bumper at Four Seasons, wear your little short skirt, little businessman come through, little Saudi businessman.
Why does it have to be Saudi?
They have all the money.
They got the oil.
I went upstairs with one once.
They do.
In
Yeah.
Four Seasons?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How do you? He's the master at meeting people at hotel bars and and
Yeah, I
hotels.
kind of am. This is a while ago.
I'm sipping on so much champagne right now. I love this so much. Keep it
Oh,
going.
God. No, but you can find, these women, they go, there's no man. I'm like, where the fuck do you go? You go out with your little girlfriend to these places that
Yeah.
successful men don't go, and then you crowd up together, and y'all are in a little semicircle of like cat women. And it's like, go by yourself. Have a friend maybe come meet you later. If you're a single woman and you're meeting another single woman out, and she says she's going to be there at 7:30, carry your ass over there at 6:45. Go at 6:45.
Yes.
You're going to get some relief if nobody ends up coming, showing up at the bar. But go 45 minutes early and see what pops up.
Yes.
Let me tell you what popped up for us. We were out getting drinks and we met 7 guys, kind of unattractive. They were there for a divorce party.
Wow.
Oh my
And
God,
Sarah-
Paul, you would
Sarah
have
knew-
fucking loved this. They were so. I mean, a couple of them looked like they might have had money, but the guy that was getting divorced was a mess. What was his name? Chris.
He was down in the dumps.
He lost.
Oh, no.
He'd lost custody of the dogs. They didn't have any kids, but he'd lost custody of the dogs. That's how bad it was.
He was having a rough day.
Oh, that's terrible.
They were looking for some fun, and
Where was
Sarah
this?
initially started. She gave them her cooch, and then she
Took it right
snapped it
back?
right back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a snatch tease, and
Yeah.
let me tell you, because here's my thing: is like I get into men, but then I get so bored so easily. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because straight guys open their mouths and they start talking about all this shit. It's boring. Like I like going out with you because you never know where it's gonna go, left,
Right.
right, and then you usually tell someone off. So it's so entertaining. It's so good.
Do I? I don't even remember that.
Yes.
I think
You're
I black
my
out.
favorite story. A long time ago, I found a blog. Actually, I think there's still a blog about us. I think. Why was there a blog? Something happened. Maybe I think it was when Sammy left and there was a blog about us and someone wrote this 1-page story about you being behind you at a restaurant and you totally got in the person's face and you were like, do you know who the fuck I am?
Yeah. I use that.
I gotta find the blog post. It's
I'm
amazing.
like, you know what?
Don't change though. You are amazing.
I'm not
Don't-
changing.
I know. Good. Don't. You are so entertaining. So don't let anyone tell you different.
I have a high self-confidence when I'm out. I'm like, look, I need
We know.
everybody to pull y'all shit together. I'm here. I'm Paul fucking Wharton. Look, I need y'all close to the table. Stay close. Go in there and turn on a pot of hot water and a pot of grease. Do you know what I mean? I want my shit hot and ready.
I love it.
That's the way I feel.
You are so entertaining.
All that black privilege, call it whatever you want. I want my reparations.
I want. Look in the mirror and say that in the mirror.
I want
Look
my
in the camera and
reparations.
say-
I'm not apologizing to you all. In fact, your rate's going up. This is a fine time to tell you.
How do we get punished for it?
Well-
can't you punish town of Chicago or
I'm
something.
still salty about you know, bringing that white privilege up. So I'm going to show you what white privilege is. I'm going to charge. I'm going to hit you where it hurts in your pocketbook.
It was a joke that basically, you know what, like white people, they don't have age privilege. Let me tell you that, because they age so badly.
She's walking it back, trying to get some sympathy for them wrinkled up old.
That was a joke.
Like somebody let the air out your face. What is going on with y'all?
She's really
y'all need to go to paulwhartonbeauty.com and get some of that botanic youth cream. Slather that shit on
We're
every
internet
night.
comedians now. Clearly, I feel like that act needs some work. But
Okay, let me tell you something about you being a comedian. So Sarah is doing this stand-up. I'm texting her, hey, where's your stand-up? I heard it. You're doing stand-up. Where are you at tonight? Crickets. I text AJ, no crickets. Can somebody call me? I'm calling. It's going to voicemail. What the fuck? They did not want me to come to the show.
your ass would have
Y'all
heckled and recorded
asses.
the whole thing. Are you kidding?
Giovanni!
And here's
Giovanni!
And that's why.
And that is what he said. You would have been like, I made you. I made you.
Giovanni! Yeah. Oh, I would have told everybody. You know, when I met her, she was doing what?
Tortilla chips.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had 300 tortilla chips for $10.
commercials for $22.50. I'm like, what the fuck? How are we gonna eat off of that? There's too many of us in here.
And by the way, like there were 10 people in the audience, so I'm so glad you didn't come, because you would have come. You would have walked into that basement. You would have looked around. You would have thought, this is what you're doing.
I bet you I would have got you some tips. You would have passed that hat. I would have said, y'all better put some money in this motherfucker. Y'all know that, you know?
Oh my God, are you gonna do stand up? Is that why?
I'm doing some stand-up, yeah. Yeah, I'm writing a show right now, and
Like
I've
a
been
one-man
talking about
show,
it for
or
a
what
long
are you gonna
time.
do?
It's kind of a one-man show, yeah. I'm doing a little music. I'm doing mostly comedy. I'm telling stories. You know, I'm a storyteller.
You are a storyteller. Yeah. Are you gonna do like a Luann de Lesseps kind of thing?
No, I'm not doing a cabaret like that.
Not
No.
like that.
No, not that kitschy. You know what I mean? It's more like some stories, and I'll weave in a little music with it, just a little. Like I'll play with a few songs, and then I'll move the story right along.
Well, I think like a cabaret, like you have a good voice. Like that would be an amazing show for you.
You could play Hide Your Crazy.
Well, it's interesting. I'm working on it, and then I reached out to the people at the DC Improv, and I said, hey, you know, I've got some time coming up, and they responded to me, we're booked. Like, no. I said, shit, y'all still mad? That damn Sarah, I can't.
It's salty.
I can't play in the DC Improv. That shit's over. Because her ass had studio ADD. We moved every 2 weeks. I'm like, where are we? One day I actually went to the wrong studio. I went to the
God.
Improv. She's like, oh, we have a studio in Arlington.
Okay, look, seriously. Like, I miss you. Like, I go in waves where I'm like, I miss you so much. And then I feel like you come back and you bring it. And then I feel like the three of us should have a show together. But, like, would you show up? Like, would you be difficult? That's what I'm worried about.
I would be.
Well, the rates would be raised.
Yeah, like, would you ever do
yeah.
it? Like, no one pays anymore in entertainment.
Do you know what Favorite Nations is?
No.
The clause in the contract?
Oh, I think that means, what do we all make equal, or you make the most?
Well, that means no one can make more than me.
Okay.
So we can all. No. Well, AJ. Sorry. What? You and I can make the same. She's
gonna
still
be
learning.
super famous. I know, but
good.
you know what?
And when she is, I'll work for her. And in the meantime,
Yeah, right.
She's got some big things on the horizon.
I
this
can't
one.
wait.
I
You know, I've been
She's
saying that since the
amazing.
beginning. I'm like,
You
need
have?
to get
Really?
yes.
I thought you always thought she was the help.
Emily, grab me my sandwich.
Oh, you're not gonna say how much I believed in you and how much I told you how much I believe in you, and you should be on SNL.
It was one phone call. You did. You called, but the rest
But
of
I
the
called
time
you just for that.
you did.
I didn't
It
say
was nice
come
to
get
hear
my
from
dry
you.
cleaning or nothing.
You're right. I didn't have to do anything for that phone
I
call.
think
That was
like
nice.
after she did an impression of you, right, for like 20 minutes. That was the Halloween show, right? And you like loved it, and I think you played it on repeat several times, right? You like
I
you
loved. It's still my favorite video ever in the history of videos.
Because someone is impersonating Paul. He
Emily,
sometimes
bring the car around. Oh. That shit was. My mama's Holly. My mom. I love my mama. My sister's Holly. Emily, bring the car around.
if you ever want to know what Paul is, I just did a reenactment in
Do
1
it.
minute of Paul.
Do it. What's
try to
the
pull up the
latest
clip.
with him?
Well, I really don't know.
You don't know.
Well, okay. So he came out with the candle line,
Yeah.
and we were all really excited because you called yours Aunt Vera's Rolls Royce, right?
Yes. What does this bitch have? You know what?
Now this is actually, I'm using this platform to actually announce my candle launch.
What?
This is Uncle Julio's taco truck.
Oh, shit. Let me see the label. Did you make a label? If you did, I'm going to smack you.
What does it smell like?
Well, it smells like taco grease, a little bit of cologne,
You know what?
and mariachi sweat.
Ooh.
And the California
God.
sunset. Take a whiff.
Oh,
Although
wow.
we weren't raised on the same side of the tracks, I still appreciate you for our differences.
He won't even smell.
No, I'm not smelling.
Take a whiff. Now, did we get a sample of
Uncle
your candle?
Julio's ball sack.
Uncle Julio's taco truck, actually, but ball
What do you mean the
sack is-
sample?
give me
I
a second.
brought the candle in. Oh, you weren't here that day.
Aunt Vera's
Whoa,
Rolls
Aunt
Royce.
Vera's.
It
You
smelled really good.
Right
The presentation.
to paulwhartonstyle.com. I cannot keep them in stock. I hate to say this. That is like one of the best things I've done. That thing flies off the shelf. I'm always on back order.
I know. It's amazing.
They just, as soon as I like promote, it's like
Put 'em
people-
out.
I've had several return customers. Women have brought them for themselves, and then they come back and buy like 3 and 4.
Are you doing
One of the listeners bought 3.
Really?
There you go. Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. People love you. Okay,
Yeah.
give us an impression of him hawking the candles.
Sweetie, this smells like Aunt Vera's Rolls Royce. You know, when I was a kid, my Aunt Vera, she had a Rolls Royce, and we would sit in the back and be in the leather chairs.
And the wood.
In the wood.
Where would Vera take you? Like,
You know, just around. We would just go around.
now you've also got the book, right?
Also got the book.
And you've got the skincare line.
Skincare line, yeah, well, that was a while ago, but then, you know, we came back and we were like, you know what? You know, I still promote it on my website, paulwhartonstyle.com.
And now, what are you working on next? Are you getting back into television?
Sweetie, we're always working, sweetie. It's Hollywood, sweetie. It's show business, sweetie.
That's true, it is.
You gotta keep the lights on and that's and that's where we ended. That's my favorite line.
Oh my God, that is the best.
give her a round of
She's
applause.
the best.
Thank you, everyone.
That
Hey,
is
well,
good.
thank you.
I'm glad I can inspire you to act a fool.
You really do. You inspire everyone to be their true selves.
Yeah.
See, I
love
want to
that.
work with her for like she's amazing, and I want to work with you too. I'm just worried that you're going to be like too difficult for the studio hostess.
Separate lives, you have no right.
What's a day in the life, though? You've been working out a lot on Peloton bike.
Ask me how I feel. Yeah, I'm trying to get some money from those motherfuckers.
How's it
I
going?
post on that bitch every day.
Well, you look great on
First,
it.
I get a like, and then I get a response, and then I send them a proposal. Listen, you need a DC rep, Peloton. I'm gonna make you famous. I'm gonna ride this bitch till the wheels fall off.
You are.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, you are endless fucking entertainment.
I'm getting that money from them. You think I'd be posting that much shit and nobody's
No,
paying
you're-
me some money?
You're going to get it.
I was wondering if you were endorsed.
But sometimes you have to do a little legwork. You know what I mean? You gotta show
Gotta
them
give
what
a
you're
little
working with.
Show a little titty.
You gotta show and prove. Then you ask for your money.
Showbiz.
Yeah, it's show business, sweetie.
What's the deal? I mean, are you like, you've got to like, are you going to stay here? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're so, I don't know. Is anything left for you in DC?
Well, I'll tell you.
I don't
do
think
have a
so.
new opportunity. If this works, then I'm going to stay here. I have a new opportunity to do a reality show. I did a pilot for this network in 2015. They ended up passing on it. We spent all this time and energy. They spent a bunch of money on it. And they came back early this year. So we decided to work together again. We developed a concept, and now we're kind of working that through. And I put the cast together. I'm signing people to hold agreements.
Okay.
I actually included AJ in that.
I haven't signed any agreement, though. What
And what am I like? I never get one fucking phone call. I don't even get asked to be in the background of a candle.
Well,
show.
you know what
I
happened?
don't even get to be the fucking representative.
Well, that's what happens when you go on HBO. Prime time.
The show got canceled
got
after
canceled.
I did my appearance. Yeah,
Well, you know, I could have told you that, sweetie.
asshole.
the show got canceled?
I knew it wasn't long meant for this world. I said, that girl's going to go up there and get that showcase.
Oh,
Just kidding.
wait, let's make Sarah an extra.
He would
Absolutely.
never
Get her an
I
extra.
don't get one.
What are you talking about?
I don't even get to be the sweeper of the candle fucking
I-
mix. Like, I don't even get.
I made you profitable. And then you kicked me to the curb and said you wanted a women-owned business. Well, you know what? own this bitch right into the ground.
I did not do that.
You know, it's where I come in, my damn name's off the wall. Who are them white pink lips? What the fuck is going on here? I just left here yesterday. My name was on the wall. We're going to be making some changes, sweetie. It's going to look a little different, just a little bit. Oh, okay, you done took my name off the wall. Now the bitch wants to be an extra. Okay, well, I don't really know.
Still salty.
That's the best part. Oh my God. All right,
Oh,
look,
goodness.
we got like 4 stories I want to do.
Oh,
We'll do 4 things
we're
that are
still
popping
doing
with
stories?
you. Oh, we're still doing.
Okay.
We got some stories we want you to weigh in on.
Sip on that champagne, sweetie.
We want you to weigh in on, but we're also, we have a good pineapple mail. You know, pineapple mail is listeners' questions and advice. And we have a pineapple mail from a guy who put up a shirtless photo in his underwear that outlined his dick. Okay, and his work made him take it down and wrote him up for it. So we're asking people for the pineapple mail. I just want you to think about this because this is
Shirtless
coming up.
photo. Okay, let me see.
Oh, we'll show it to you.
Oh.
We have to show it to you offline.
Is it now?
We can't put it online. I'll get it for you right here. So he doesn't want his identity revealed at all. And
Show me the imprint. I'll tell you his name.
okay. Okay. So
Oh.
you tell me.
Paul always has an imprint,
You tell
though.
me.
Yeah.
We want to talk about what your work made you take down.
You know what the crazy shit is? I think I know this motherfucker. I do know him. I know him.
You can't say.
I know him.
can't
You
reveal that
probably
name.
know him too.
No, but you can't.
Do you know him?
You can't say. You can't talk about it.
You know him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What do you
what's your
think?
thoughts on the imprint?
But wait. Save it
That impressive.
for
Really?
wait. Save it
Okay.
for pineapple mail because we have like a whole discussion.
I mean,
now,
I see
okay?
head, no
Okay.
shaft.
Okay.
Ugh, that's never a good combo.
You know, just a little head poking out. That
Okay.
ain't nothing.
We'll talk all about that.
Had no shaft.
We got to thank a couple of our sponsors. Okay, this is the part.
This is my favorite part.
That rubs
This is
Paul
my
Okay.
favorite
wrong.
part.
Let me record this bitch. Okay.
Strap
You know
down,
what?
sweetie. Strap on down.
You can act a fool if you want to. You
All
gonna
right,
pay for this
let's
shit.
let's start with our pro bono partner, March of Dimes. March of Dimes fights for the health of all moms and babies, and they're having an awesome event coming up May 4th, okay? So it's March for Babies in Washington, D.C. Saturday, May 4th. They're doing a terrific walk. We are happy to partner with them. March with us because every baby deserves the best possible start. And you can sign up if you want to start a team, if you want to join a team, if you just want to support March of Dimes. I'm telling you, I really love this organization. They're trying to raise $1 million in the greater Washington, D.C. area. They've already raised $334,000.
Love it.
You can join the March of Dimes and March for Babies at Nats Park. You'll walk 3 miles alongside 5,000 other supporters throughout the Navy Yard neighborhood to Washington, D.C. The day will include music, family, fun area, moon bounce, face painting, and your team will be featured on the park's Jumbotron. So it's great to get your business involved. Complimentary parking is also going to be happening in lots B and C, or you can take the Metro to Navy Yard Ballpark on the Green Line. It is so awesome. So definitely sign up. It's marchforbabies.org/event info. Get signed up today. We absolutely love them. Then we have to thank our partners, FabFitFun, who we really love. FabFitFun is a quarterly box subscription that you get, and it's filled with all kinds of full-size, not sample-size, products. The 2019 FabFitFun Spring Box is on sale now, so treat yourself, treat your mom, because it's coming up for Mother's Day. If you love discovering new products, you're a beauty and fashion maven, constantly on the hunt for the next big thing, definitely sign up. FabFitFun, and you want to support the show, support everybody that's on the show, including the fabulous Paul Wharton, AJ, myself. FabFitFun is a seasonal subscription box delivered 4 times a year with full-size beauty, fashion, home fitness, and wellness products for just $49.99. But of course, you're going to get major discount. You get awesome things in the box like this Sip by Swell. It's a hot and cold drink bottle. You get a jump rope, full-size lotion products. What else is in here? $50 off for Hello Fresh. Okay, we love that. Here's a magazine, Fab Fit with Serena. Okay, we're all about that. What else is in here? Okay, this is Dr. Brandt, no more baggage. Eye depuffing gel, need that.
That is good.
1,000%.
That is good.
Okay, what's this little frisbee thing going on here? Okay, this is like a...
You don't need
He's
DI
passing,
puffing
he's
gel.
passing. Sunny Life. Okay, this looks like maybe some sort of thing that you use for tanning.
open that sucker up.
Let's open this batch up. Anyhow, you need to sign up right now. Sign up at FabFitFun today. These boxes always sell out, so use our code HeyFrase to get $10 off your first box. Go to FabFitFun to sign up. Start getting the box for a life well lived. Use promo code HeyFrase to get $10 off your first box. That's over $200 for only $39.99. FabFitFun.
Paul, you good?
I'm going to give it like 10 minutes before we do the bank one.
I'm not speaking during this segment. I'm not paid to be an endorser of these people.
It's a little, this is a little picnic kit. How
That's
cute
so
is
cute.
that?
Oh!
How cute is that? Like a
I don't
want to
hate on them. That is cute.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
I might sign up for that.
$10 off.
Thanks.
Use code HeyFrase.
Oh, you know what?
Look, I want your opinion on a couple of stories. Before
No, go ahead and read the rest of them. I got time.
Okay, fine. We got one more. All right. We love Advantage Financial Federal Credit Union. Okay. They are amazing.
He's recording the whole thing.
Oh my God, you are so funny. Now through April 30th, Advantage Financial Federal Credit Union, located right here in D.C., and all you got to be able to do is you have to work, worship, or live in D.C. Boom, you can become a member. Your dreams are just a dandy loan away. Now through April 30th, take 50% off a 24-month personal loan. Rates as low as 3.64. Apply now. You can visit advfcu.org/loan sale. Okay. They are unbelievable. Advantage Financial Federal Credit Union. We love them. Borrow up to $30,000. They are terrific. Also, you can come and see them. They're at the Noma Gallaudet U Station Metro Red Line. There's also parking in the area as well. And if you want to receive $50, the best part is they're a credit union, so they end up paying you money. You can sign up for any account right now, debit card, through our podcast page, and boom, you get $50 cash. To open your account, click the red apply button now. You can enter code HeyFrase or District Trivia in special code field, or visit their location at 175 N Street, Northeast, Washington, D.C. They're open 7 days a week. Credit unions are all about putting the customer first, so we love them. advfcu.org. Okay, we're done with all that good stuff. Well, how are you holding up over there? You all right?
You got to pay the bills.
I mean, you got to pay the bills.
You know what? And I get that. I'm a businessman.
How do you feel about this? I want to get your thoughts because we always love it. There's a new condom coming out called Consent Pack that only opens with 4 hands simultaneously pressing special pressure points on the pocket. So, in fact, it's full consent before you have sex. The idea is that no one can say, oh, hey, I didn't really want to do this or whatever, because it takes 2 sets of hands. Why?
What if you're an amputee?
Can you also use your thumbprints and your fingers?
Ooh.
What if you don't have fingers? That happens.
That does happen.
I'm going to tell
That's
you
true, that's
something.
true.
And then let me tell you how this happens. Because I was watching a news story. This woman she was talking about her situation. She had, kids, and she had diabetes, and she was a double amputee, and there was something else wrong with her. And she was like, I'm just so thankful for the help y'all give me, because my wedding. Your wedding? What the fuck? Every bitch out here, bitch ain't got no legs, and I'm still single. What the fuck is going on? Now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I know from personal experience, because I saw her on the news. She didn't have no leg and one arm.
But Paul, that story is about her and her struggle, and you out here being like, I ain't got
She talking
nobody.
about, I'm going to use this to get me a wedding dress because my fiance, your fiance, wait a minute. No, I'm just saying, what is wrong with me? Maybe I'm too perfect. Maybe I need to fuck myself up. AJ, do me a favor and run me over with your car. Yeah, but it's nothing against. But I'm just saying, like, what is the problem?
But you're one of the type of people that are always complaining. But then when 5 men hit you up, you're like, no, his nose is weird. Yes. His hair's ugly. No.
He bites his fingernails. Yeah, that's the thing.
What? What is you have this great guy, like, in Boston, right, that wants to see you? I'll tell you more about this condom, but tell us. Okay, wait. I'll tell you. Okay.
Tell me about the condom.
It's an Argentinian company, and the firm is called Telepan. It's a new condom that's coming out that you will have to have 2 sets of hands to actually open. So there's no way that you can say no technically, unless it's tampered with, which they also say you could tell. So
Okay.
do you think this is a good idea? Do you think we're at the point in society where we need a consent condom?
I mean, I don't personally. And I think part of the thing is, there's still sensuality. There's still, the way people like to, get it going. Maybe there's a fantasy that there is no condom. That's why you use those lambskins or whatever kind of thin condom or whatever you like.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to know that it's on, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking up the fantasy.
You think so?
Yeah, the guy should just go rip the packet open with his teeth the way, civilized people do it. Pull it out, pull it on.
And they were saying in this, 25% of people still openly admit to not using condoms. Isn't that crazy?
Oh,
Who doesn't
25% of people
use a condom?
don't. Well, because they have birth
Nothing.
control. There's so many other ways to protect yourself.
I'm standing with the women in the mirror, dude.
I'm like,
Tell you who don't use no condom.
you think it's the women?
No condom for either of you two. If you want to make the world a better place, strap it up and make that change.
I don't get it. I feel like,
Women are the ones that don't want to use it.
you think
No,
women?
y'all two. You and you.
Oh, us
Yes.
personally. No, we're strapping it on.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm
You
wearing a
are?
condom. Yes.
I cannot. I'm not on birth control, so I have to.
What about you? You don't wear no condoms.
I'm not on birth control. Well, yeah, we do. We're not trying to get pregnant yet. I want to we're not going to
You wear
start
condoms?
trying until, yes. I know.
But
I've
you
had the
fuck
IUD.
during commercial breaks. 2
This
minutes
is true.
and 2
So
seconds.
it's real fast.
How you do all that during
Because
a commercial break and put a condom
he straps
on?
it on during the show. Commercial break hits. It's like we're in. Right? That's how it goes.
Some don't add up. Them numbers don't add up.
Oh my God, it's so true too. We have really fast sex, I feel like. Well, sometimes we'll
This
slow
'cause
it down.
Shmano is so turned on. He's like, ugh.
No, it's because
Well,
Shmano's like so
usually,
stressed.
if
He's
you're
like,
if you're like a single person and you pleasure yourself a lot, sometimes when you get into a relationship, you start having sex. It's kind of quick because you're used to being like, I got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I gotta go. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So you got
exactly.
to work toward it. But you and Schman have been together for a very long time. He's still quick? That's odd.
I mean, I'm sure other times are different than others. She's laughing it off, so I don't know if that's good or bad.
how quick is a red
How
flag?
quick is it? Well, 2 minutes, honey.
Well, then they
Oh,
always
it's
say,
longer
"Oh my
than 2
God, you're
minutes."
so tight. You're gonna make me come. Oh my God, I can't hold back. You're just so amazing, motherfucker. It doesn't matter who was here. You can't hold back. You just can't hold back. Shit.
Oh my
Those
God.
are the things they'll say. Those are the things
know?
they'll say.
Our sex life varies so much. Like if it's a week that we're not working, we'll have a lot of sex. Then if he's working a lot and stressed, and then he went to his acupuncturist who told him because of his stress levels, he shouldn't have sex. What fucking acupuncturist says that?
I thought that sex relieved.
Me too.
Stress.
No, she said he has so much stress, he needs to conserve his energy. And like sex takes a lot of energy. I'm like, you're firing her.
I was going to say, is she sleeping with Shmano?
Yeah, I know.
Is it? That's a little concerning.
Okay, thank you, right?
What's her name? Is she cute?
No, I don't know what her name is. I don't.
This is what 2 girls. What's her name? Oh, I've heard about her. Don't let her near Schman. Yeah, I totally know. I have a friend. Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, what do
What?
you do?
What do gay guys do?
What? Oh, we have to use condoms. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but a lot of them don't because when I'm watching
That is crazy.
Pornhub.com, I'm not being paid by them. I'm just a happy user. But when I'm watching Pornhub.com, that's what I search for. Like all the, everything's like gangbang bareback, anonymous bareback.
But then
I
you
like
guys,
all that.
everybody takes PrEP now, right? That's the anti-HIV pill. Although they have had like the seventh PrEP.
Yeah.
I guess the 7th man has come forward though. I think. That's
Oh
been,
shit! You're
that's
kidding.
that he was infected with HIV.
I haven't. I'm not on that, but I was thinking about it just in case I get active and I want to act a fool,
Yeah.
But thank God, I was telling you, as a gay man, you always have these fears. And I don't know if I shared with you all, I recently did like the full,
Physical.
I got a new doctor and I was like, don't do that lightweight shit with me. Go deep. I want every test. I want every STD test. I want HPV, HIV, LMNOP. Like, give it to me. Prick
Yes.
me, pull me, make me cough, do
Why,
all
you
that
didn't feel
shit.
like your previous doctor did a good job?
They don't really test
Well,
you
let
for
me
shit
tell
unless you
you
ask.
what my previous doctor did. In 2012, I got diagnosed with something called mitral valve prolapse. Okay? a prolapse valve.
What's that mean?
That means you have like a leaky valve.
Oh,
when
okay,
the blood
okay.
goes that way and then some trickles back. So he put me on this propranolol, this thing to slow down your heart. And I kept having to go in every couple of months and get echocardiograms. Well, anyway, you know, some of the side effects are sudden death, all this crazy shit. So since 2012, there's been a part of me every day that's thought I was going to die.
Oh God, that's
when
scary
I go
as
to
hell.
Italy, you know, when I go to Italy
Yeah.
and different places, when the people venture off into the trails and stuff, I never go. I'm like, oh no, I got to be near a hospital just in case something goes wrong with me. I can't be in the middle of nowhere. All that's been going on. I finally found a woman who is one of the most sought after doctors in the city. I don't know if I should say her name, but anyway, so I found her, and then she had a cardiologist that works with her who's also very sought after. I go and get all these tests by the main doctor. I'm clean on everything. I said nothing.
What?
I mean, nothing. Well,
I believe them.
that wasn't the heart thing. That was like
Oh,
all the
okay.
other stuff.
Okay.
So I was like, but because there's a fear. If you avoid
Yeah.
the doctor, it's like, oh, I definitely got something. I have nothing. I'm like, wow, that's great. Get out here and get in these streets. No, just kidding. So then she set me up with the cardiologist. And so I go in and I get the imaging and the echocardiogram. So I say to the guy giving me the echocardiogram, I said, I have mitral valve prolapse. I've had it for 7 years. I've been taking propranolol, which gives you depression. It makes you want to commit suicide.
Wow.
Like propranolol is like major. It's for people that have like congestive heart failure and shit. You take it, it slows down your heart. So you're sleepy, you're depressed, you're suicidal,
Wow.
all
Have you
this
had the
shit.
I
side
never knew that
effects?
about you.
Yeah, I have the side effects. I just fake it like I don't.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's a lot.
So do you know that they did all of this imaging and echocardiogram and the cardiologist comes in? Well, first of all, when I went to the other doctor, she listened with the stethoscope, and she said, I don't hear any whistling. When you have prolapse,
Yes.
you hear a whistling. I said, oh, I have it. It's down deep. It's like under there. And she was like, no, I would hear it. There's an upper chamber and a lower chamber. I said, oh, it's in there. You know, I did like 1 million echocardiograms. They get this result right back because they just look at it.
Yeah.
It's a perfect heart.
What?
I do not have mitral valve prolapse. And she told me that some unscrupulous doctors sometimes say that you have that so they can keep giving you echocardiograms because they get to charge a lot to the insurance company if you get an echocardiogram.
I hope you're suing.
Well, I would, but the motherfucker's in jail. Now,
In jail?
so I can't figure out why. Finally, I said, well, let me go to my doctor. This is before I found the good doctor. I said, let me go to my doctor. He won't call me back. I'm called. It goes to voicemail. I text his old cell phone. What's wrong with doctor? He's not calling me back. I Google his name. First thing that pops up is like arrested for writing like bad prescriptions.
Oh my God.
So do you believe I could have killed myself
Taking that
Wow.
medicine you don't need.
taking that medicine that's been slowing my heart down for 7 years
Wow.
of
What
depression. And now I'm on an
Yes.
antidepressant because I'm trying to get myself back up.
Oh my God. So you've stopped all the heart stuff.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And that doctor's in jail. So now there's nothing you can do.
I mean, I could sue his family.
Do it. No,
That's horrible. Who could lie like that? That's insane.
Can you believe that? And I'm kind of laughing about it right now, but I'm like, God damn, I was happy, but then I'm like, that motherfucker. Because I've been
yeah.
worried. There's things that
you haven't done.
I'm like on a treadmill. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
don't push me.
And so now your ass is on Peloton every
Now you're like,
every
Oh.
day. You're,
those wheels are off.
And I haven't
feels
died yet.
turning.
Can you believe it? Like,
you're looking good.
I can't believe it.
That is crazy. Wow, Paul.
And of course, I told my mom. She's like, I knew it. I told you. You ain't have nothing wrong with your heart, boy.
Your
I
genes are
said-
good.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow.
So that's the good news of the day. So I'm completely
Wow.
clean. I have no STDs, and I have a great heart.
And you're
Thank
getting out in
God.
these streets.
Woo! Get out there in
Get out
I'm
the
in these
streets.
scared to get in these streets now because all these motherfuckers did. You know what I mean? I hear that there's all these diseases running crazy, like gonorrhea and syphilis.
I've had a couple of girlfriends that have had a lot of them. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, but they don't use anything, and they fuck around with like all kinds of people all the time. So you know, it's just I'm
Life is
sure
scary.
like if you're fucking around with people without protection, like after a while you're gonna get HPV. You're gonna, you know,
asking for something?
yeah.
You know, this lady at the bar the other day told me she had HPV. I was
I have a
telling
lot
her,
of friends
I said,
that have that.
I said, I've never had an STD. I had crabs when I was like 20. And she was like,
Crap.
I was like, what the fuck is that? My balls are hot. What's going on? What is happening? I only slept with like 2 people at that point. Elmo gave me crabs. Elmo gave me crabs. That fucking red crabs jumping all around.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you believe that, motherfucker?
That's great, Paul, though, because some people have it's crazy, STDs.
Yeah, no, never had one.
All right, I want your thoughts on 2 other things, and then we'll get on to 4 things that are popping, and then we'll talk. Really, today, the highlight is all about Pineapple Mail.
I love it.
And what picture your work has made you take down. By the way, we haven't seen you since. Did you watch Leaving Neverland, the documentary about Michael Jackson? You think he's guilty or innocent?
I watched it, and I'm sure he's guilty.
I know.
As much as I dressed up like him as a kid, as much as I love Man in the Mirror and all of the songs.
I know he's so talented.
And all of that, but no, he's guilty. Those men were going through a terrible trauma. What is it, James?
Oh, James Safechuck. Oh my God, that guy looks so devastated by what had happened. Like his whole life
Him
has
even
been
more
rocked.
than the other one.
Yeah. Wade Robson seems, obviously it was traumatic. I think people handle it different ways, but Wade Robson seems like he went on to thrive, to be okay. I guess things really caught up with him when he had his son, but seems better adjusted than James Safechuck seems.
It's so interesting because
so
people that haven't seen it are like, no, he didn't do nothing. I'm like, listen, you do see the little boys that were like in the police room giving the same account?
Yes.
It's like he put his hand on top of my my pajamas, then he put it in. Then he sucked me, and then I sucked him. I mean, they don't know what that's called, but basically. And then I had to sit on the side of the bed, go to the side of the bed, get on all fours, and spread my cheeks, and he jerked off. I mean, that's his thing.
Yeah.
He's habitual with that.
Yeah. I know.
It's just terrible. There's no way all those different boys over all those years had the same story and they weren't even connected to each other.
Yeah, I know. And it was sad. It was sad to see Wade Robson, like their accounts when the two kids sued him basically or brought criminal charges against Michael, which he beat both times or settled out of court with one. But it was sad to see them, and of course at that age they couldn't verbalize what had happened, but it's hard to see that that family knew that Michael had sexually abused their son. Mm-hmm. These other kids go, oh, no, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
When in fact it did happen to them. But
can you imagine the balls of Michael Jackson
15.
when the kid is sitting next to you saying, oh, no, absolutely not, on a live TV show?
I know. He had the kids.
Can you
I know.
imagine the stress that would put a person under? You really know that you're influential if you have someone that you have had sex with sitting next to you that's a 12-year-old kid.
Ready to lie.
And someone is there on the news broadcasting to the world, and you could be ruined in an instant, but you're sure you have so much influence over this kid that they are not going to say anything. And it worked.
Yeah,
it did work. We went back, we were talking about it. He has the mind of a 12-year-old. So to him, it was just between friends. And obviously it was a twisted way of thinking about that, but.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I think that
I feel like Michael was so abused by Joe Jackson because remember LaToya Jackson came out and said that Joe Jackson sexually abused them from the time they were like super little, which I think
she said sexual, or she just said he beat
both.
their asses.
I think all.
I don't know that they ever said sexual.
Yes, she did. She said that Joe Jackson sexually abused her and other siblings. I don't know that she ever identified the other siblings, so I don't know for sure that it was Michael.
I don't think so.
But my thing is, I think he was so abused as a kid. Like, I think developmentally, Michael was like 12 years old.
Well, let me tell you what I think.
He thought he was having sex with another 10-year-old kid. But I'm not a doctor, but.
I don't know. I think that I was watching that and I remember certain scenes when I was a kid watching him on TV run around and at one point he had this one boy that I remember seeing when I was a kid. And the news reporter from way back when was saying, Michael Jackson seen here with his cousin and traveling companion. Like, now he's claiming the little white boy was his cousin. So this is what I think. Because all these people, a lot of black people were mad at me because on politics I said that I believed he's guilty. And they're like, yeah, how you going to turn on? He's a black man. He's a what? Michael Jackson is transracial. Michael Jackson didn't want to have anything to do with his blackness or none of y'all, including me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
that's true.
designed himself in the image of those little boys that he wanted to have sex with. And he lightened his skin, and he took the girth out of his nose and the plumpness out of his lips, and he changed the shape of his jaw, and he put a fucking wig on so he could go in those white people's house and not be intimidating to them as the big black man. But he went in there and schmoozed the parents, and then come bedtime, he's up in the kid's room. That's a motherfucker for you.
Yeah.
He didn't want to have nothing to do with no black folks. I'm sorry.
That's
I
true.
hate to be right about this shit. And I know some people are going to get mad at me, but that's the way I feel. If you want to be black, you don't. Listen, that shit was not no vitiligo, whatever that shit is.
Yeah, right.
I know people with vitiligo.
Dan has vitiligo. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's harder to tell because
Yeah.
he's white, so it's like, but yeah, he has it.
Yeah, and
It would
you
be
don't.
patches.
Yeah, it's
It would
real.
be patches. And people with vitiligo, if you're going to shade it, you shade darker. You don't shade like, how you going to shade white? He's like,
Yeah.
I have a terrible skin disease. Listen, you ever seen them fingernails? It's like everything's white, but you can't hide what's under them fingernails.
Oh, no.
Them motherfucking toenails was black under the fingernails. No, I'm sorry. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
He's like looking for anyone. Y'all.
It was. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? That's why he always had Band-Aids on his fingers.
Wait, that's why?
Girl, them under them nails was black. Was original. You know, there's certain parts of him that were original. That's all I have to say about that.
He stops there.
That's all I have to say about
Okay,
that.
really quickly, do either one of you get CoStar daily notifications? It's an astrology app that sends you daily downloads to keep you positive. But now people are saying that they've become incredibly negative. CoStar is an app that's all about helping you with self-esteem, accountability, and reading your astrology. However, people have noticed a series of emojis and notifications over the past year that seem to continually get negative. Like this, CoStar will pop up every morning and says, your day at a glance, say no.
Just
says
say
what?
no.
I just say no.
Then they sent one this past Saturday to people, your day at a glance. Have you ever thought about whether or not you talk too much? That was their motivational quote to you. Then other at a glance, they won't know what you mean today. That's like, they won't know what you mean.
Don't even try to explain it to them.
Do they give you any astronomical, like,
Nope.
don't they tell you your
Someone
sign?
posted this one recently on April 2nd from CoStar, your day at a glance. You talk about other people because you don't have your own life.
Oh, shit.
Damn. I mean,
These are coming for you.
So now CoStar is going, their app has been going viral. Because people are saying, like, these are really funny. Like, what the fuck are
but
they
that's
trying to do?
actually kind of true. You know, it was shocking to hear, but you talk about other people because you don't have your own life.
Well, and you know what? When I'm in my own way and I'm starting to talk about other people, it's like I have to force myself to get out of
Snap
that,
out of that.
and go, okay,
Yeah.
then you know what? If you want what they have, your ass better be hustling. What are you doing to get what they
Absolutely.
have?
Absolutely.
So I always
Absolutely.
know myself and my insecurities when I start talking about other people. Like,
So
it's
this
like,
app is just not playing with y'all. It's telling you the truth.
it's telling you the truth.
I'm not mad at it.
It really is. 4 things that are popping is everything that's happening in celebrity news. Ariana Grande recently and continues to open up about her sexuality, and the internet is in meltdown mode. She basically isn't really saying if she's gay or straight. She did a recent collaboration with her best friend, the song Monopoly, Victoria Monet. According to Ariana, it's all about, quote, friendship, freedom, protecting your energy, and staying right in your bag. However, one lyric in particular, she says, quote, I like women and men. Everyone's freaking out. Do you think she's really pansexual, bisexual?
Well, after
Not.
Pete Davidson, I'd be really confused about what I was into.
Why would you be confused?
Because Pete Davidson, love the kid, but he's like, looks a little like a Muppet.
Yeah.
Like
I
a
heard he's
Muppet.
got this huge package, huh?
Well,
Oh my
now he's
God.
dating Kate Beckinsale. He just moved right on over.
I mean, what's that about?
What is that about?
You don't like them together?
I think it's cool, but
I don't mind what they do, but it's just they seem like the odd couple, don't they?
Well, seeing them
And
make out with like
she's
the
got a new season of
full
her show
force-
coming out though.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at that. I'm like, they were at the game making out. I
Yep.
flipped to the other channel and it's like the new season of the Hulu special starring Kate Beckinsale. I'm like,
oh, that's why.
She's trying to get people to watch her little Hulu show or whatever. It's
That's
on.
why.
Okay.
Does anybody on this show watch Very Cavallari or Very Cavallari?
Oh my God, that
Kristen
is the worst
Cavallari's-
fucking.
That was the worst show of
no,
all
no, no.
time.
I hate to
I
trash
can't.
people. Come on, you go first.
Here we
AJ.
go. We just said.
No, fuck that.
You know, when I'm talking
We
about
have a life.
That's when I know that I
Now
Gotta get
that
on my
show,
grind.
now that show is a personification of white privilege. That girl does not deserve no goddamn show with that sappy ass husband and those.
I was gonna, the husband.
The husband. What's he on?
What is his problem? What is his
sedated?
issue?
He's got to be on drugs. Those dark circles under his eyes.
He's
oh
ugly.
my God. He's either going to have an eating disorder or there's drugs because they are so like.
I wasn't gonna say he's ugly. They just are weird
Purple.
together. They're just weird together. Like I feel like he doesn't even want to be on camera, but they just like made him be on camera. Then she buys a llama, and she's like, "Don't you want to buy a llama?" Like,
See, I just saw it in the beginning, and I said, "Wow!" So this is what it takes to get a reality show on E.
and
You
that's
just
why Paul
have-
was like, "Everybody suit up,
Yeah, suit up. Time to go back to work.
suited and booted. We out."
Suited and booted. Bitches, act up.
Well, Kristen Cavallari is admitting that she's experiencing marriage issues with Jay Cutler.
Oh, you don't say.
And says, quote, "It sucks." Cavallari has revealed that she's experienced, quote, "a low point in her marriage with Jay Cutler."
Hashtag it sucks.
The fashion designer and former NFL quarterback, he's 35, she's 32, have been married for 6 years, have 3 kids together. In a new teaser that was recently posted for Very Cavallari, the blonde told a friend things are not always as they seem on TV. Do we believe that those two are really having issues or it's part of the show?
Well, on TV, it looks fucked up. So
I was gonna say on TV, their marriage does not look good. He's always like, "What are you doing today?" And she's like, "I don't know. I'm going to the office." And he's like, "Cool." And that's the extent of their relationship.
would you be married to someone like this? I know that Schmiggy and Schman like both have personality, and you all talk and have these. You have fun.
We do have fun. I mean, we're different people, but it's a really good balance. But I could never be with a bland person. Like I would die.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Or you just break up. That's always
True.
an option.
That is.
We gotta bury her.
We don't have a ring.
She want to be cremated or she want to be buried. Bitch, why didn't you just break up?
She admits that they split because they got engaged too fast initially several years ago. And then they got engaged after 8 months of knowing each other.
They got
This was
engaged.
several years ago, yeah.
They got married.
This would have been, they began dating in 2010 and then got engaged in April the following year in 2011. Now, they broke it off for a while. Then they got back together. But sources are saying that they are not doing well together. But I agree. I think that show is I cannot believe that show gets ratings. I can't believe. And then she's always, and like her jewelry, I'm just like, who buys this shit? She's always like, I don't have to advertise.
Is that what she says?
Yes, all the time. She's like, thankfully, I don't advertise at all for my Uncommon James jewelry. It's just everybody loves it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, who the fuck is buying this?
This is crazy. Now,
I
how
don't
are the
know if I
girls in the
believe it.
office? Are they interesting?
They're super catty, super pretty,
Super
know,
catty and super pretty?
like
So
white girl pretty. You know,
is that
all
what the show is all
manufactured.
about? I mean, it's
the inner workings
is
of
it
the
about
office. And
their
then-
personality?
a little bit. And one of them, who's like the head manager, she goes home and she hooks up with her, like, I think atrocious looking. Now I'm just shit talking and I feel bad. But
No, shit talk. We don't
atrocious
care.
looking nonetheless. He's a musician and he's in there and he's always giving her advice. Like, I think you should go into work today with a good attitude. The dude looks busted.
Oh, God. That's terrible.
He's so busted.
So busted. I don't know how he was able to get on. The show to me is completely confusing. I don't know what is the show. It's about Uncommon James, but like also her marriage and then people that work there.
They live in Nashville. It's supposed to be about his retirement. I agree.
Which
it's
is
so
cool.
bad.
Nashville is cool. Like a cool location for a show.
But they don't even seem. They seem like they live way the fuck out of Nashville. They don't live in downtown. It's not like
They
hustling
live in
and
the
bustling.
burbs.
Joy Behar once spread a rumor that Star Jones stepped on and killed a mouse in her filthy dressing room. As Sherry Shepard reveals, Barbara Walters made her cry for 3 years straight on The View. More gossip and secrets have been revealed in a new tell-all book on The View. A janitor allegedly told Behar that he had to sweep a dead mouse carcass in Jones's dressing room, which looked as if it were out of a Hoarders episode. Behar, who had an ongoing feud with her co-host, happily spread the story. Shepard has since revealed her first years on the show were tough with Walters. Credits Walter, who created The View in 1997, with helping her actually find her voice. More and more tell-all books are coming out. Any interest still in The View, or no one cares?
I love The View. It's
You still watch it?
every day.
Every day?
I don't get to watch it when it comes on, but whenever I go home and I get in bed, it's like I watch The View that day.
Really?
Do you have a
I do.
favorite?
Well, Whoopi.
Yeah,
Whoopi's my
Whoopi.
favorite because she's my friend, and I'm so happy that she's doing well. So I heard a lot about this book, and
It's called
actually,
Ladies Who Punch. It's the explosive inside story of The View by Raymond, is it Setuda? Mm-hmm. Setuda? anyway, along that lines. But anyway, the book is called Ladies Who Lunch, and it's revealing all about them and Rosie O'Donnell, as well as Sherry Shepherd. So it's interesting. God, like that show has been fascinating.
So Rosie O'Donnell said apparently in the book that she had a crush on Elizabeth Hasselbeck, and it was mutual. So then Elizabeth goes on The View last week and co-host the day, and she's like, that was just, I just want to hold myself. I have to call on the Holy Spirit so I can respond to this. She's like, that was completely reckless of her to say such a thing and untrue.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I mean,
she was like having a total meltdown.
A dumb, I mean, I could use the C word, but I won't. I mean, get the fuck over yourself. Yeah. Everybody has crushes on everyone. It's 2019.
And Rosie, you know, said again, she's like, I said it wasn't sexual. It's like someone that she said like her crush on Tom Cruise. Do you remember how Rosie used to have this crush on Tom Cruise? And she says, I didn't want to sleep with Tom Cruise.
She used to be in love with him. And then it was like a whole bit on her show. Because I used to watch Rosie all the time. And then Tom came on. It was completely. It's so funny because Rosie, like when Rosie had her show, remember she was totally different. The Rosie O'Donnell, she was like super sweet, not confrontational. She did that for 7 years, and she came out with who she really was.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something. When she had that first show, is when I was hooking up with Elmo.
Yeah,
and he was her best friend.
Really?
One of her best friends. So I'm walking up Central Park West one day. I was very young. I thought that, you know, we had a relationship, but we had something else. To be continued on the Paul Wharton show. I can't give you everything, kid. You're running into overtime at the moment. But we're walking up Central Park West, and she's got a security guy with her, and she just dropped her kid off at school. And I said, hey, Rosie, is there any way you can shout me out on the show? And she said, keep dreaming, kid.
Really?
She was like...
She was serious. Biatch
oh,
then.
my God. I was like, oh, shit, okay.
What'd you do?
I was just like... I didn't even get a chance to tell her I was, you know, messing around with her friend.
Oh, God.
Last story, then we'll move on. Michelle Williams felt paralyzed after learning of a pay gap between her and co-star Mark Wahlberg. With recent Equal Pay Day coming out in the news, Michelle Williams recalls how they had to do reshoots for Ridley Scott's All the Money in the World, where she made $80 a day, while Mark Wahlberg was paid $1.5 million to reshoot the scenes. Eventually, I believe Wahlberg ended up ponying up the money to get them so they were equally paid, but she found out way after the fact. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it happens all the time. I think women are, I think most women, it is very hard for us to continue to ask and demand equal pay. And you want a job, you want to stay relevant. I think all that gets in your head about age and being a mom and all that stuff. So I think you are just so happy to be on the scene that then you don't demand things. Whereas Mark Wahlberg, I think Mark Wahlberg thinks, whether he is or not, that he's probably one of the most influential people in Hollywood. He believes that. I don't think that's true. But I think Mark Wahlberg has incredible ego, and he's like, I'm Mark fucking Wahlberg, so you're going to pay for my time.
Well, there's a pay disparity with black people, and then I'm going on down if you're gay and black. And I tell you, I've been called a lot of things in this town, mainly for people, it's always around money. It's about me asking for money. It's about me demanding what I think I deserve. And, oh, he's difficult. Oh, God, you don't want to deal with him. I had somebody call me once, and they were talking about something and say, well, I want to ask you, but everybody says you always want to be paid. Yes, motherfucker. I always want to be paid because that's what people do. You're calling me to ask me to work, and that's what people do. And so the problem I have with this town in particular, and a lot of the television stations in this town, is when you are gay, black, talented, or else just black and talented, they want you to come in, they want you to share your ideas, they don't want to fucking pay you. And it's not right. And I demanded to be paid in this town. And it bothers me that when I leave an opportunity, and it's happened at 2 stations in this town, when I leave a situation where I was working and getting paid, they bring people on behind me and they don't pay them. And they're black and they're creative. Some are gay, some are women, some are men, but they're black. And they come on and they bring all these products and tips and spread the, you know, their talent around.
I know who they are.
And the people don't pay them. And it's like, how are they supposed to feed their family? So I'm going to talk about this on this new reality show. I mean, I'm naming names. I am going all the way in.
Go all the way in.
I'm going all the way in.
People need to hear it because I think people do get into the entertainment business and think the entertainment business, I think, is paying less and less because now with podcasting or your iPhone, anyone can have quote unquote a show. So everybody then is looking toward, hey, I'll do it, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I think always this is why, like, I know people like you always succeed, myself, other people, they can play that. That's only going to get them so far for so long because you're not going to attract good talent. And they see it. They see it in their ratings. They see it in the number of people. And that's why you have things like podcast, new media, web shows, YouTube. That's why that's succeeding because people are going, I'm not going to watch this trash. Because they can prop anybody up there with some skincare lotion, but it doesn't mean you're going to be good and engaging and the audience, you're endeared to your audience.
And it's so interesting because I actually had one person that works at one of the stations say to me, I was asking for a raise. Isn't this a great thing you got here? You walk down the street and people know you. Listen,
that doesn't pay your bills.
That is not a form of payment for me. I've been doing this since 2002.
But a lot of people, the problem is, though, unfortunately, we have a lot of people that will come up behind us that's all they want. They want to be known in their neighborhood as, oh, hey, didn't I see you on TV? So it's hard because you're not only working against the company, but then you're working against other entertainers.
And that's why there are unions.
Yeah.
And I think that we should, when we see things like this, we need to go to the union, specifically SAG-AFTRA here.
Yep.
And when you're in this business, and you let them know because you cannot pay someone to do a job and then no longer pay them and bring somebody else to do the same job and not pay them. And you're a SAG-AFTRA set. You can't do that. Right. You just cannot. So anyway, it's a whole thing to it, but people need to know their value and you shouldn't be ashamed to share your rate or ask for what you feel like you deserve.
And I think too, the thing with working for free is it's all good when it first starts out until they keep calling you and they keep putting you on and stuff. And then it's like, how much does it translate to business? And then you see a lot of people fall off because it does to some degree if you know how to work it. But you also have to get paid for your time.
And if you're brand new, I totally see it. If you're like 22 and this is your first thing, it's your first time on TV or you work for a year or whatever on there and you kind of guessed or whatever. But the jig is up when you're 40. It's like, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get paid. Yeah.
It's like, no, I got real people bills.
We have Pineapple Mail that we end the Monday show with every single Monday. You can always DM us. It's at Hey Frase, AJ on the mic, Paul Wharton. You can follow him everywhere, paulwhartonstyle.com. So you can always hit us with a question that is on your mind, whether it's feedback for the show or you need advice. So this is a topic that was brought to my attention through a friend who basically wants to know, what did your work ever make you take down? This comes after a picture of them shirtless with an outline of their schween that they then had to take down. And I'm just curious, like, was it a drunk picture? I do have a friend who she will often do political rants. She's a teacher, so she's had to take many of those down. Anybody on the show had to take something down? And do you think, and should you be upset if your work makes you take that down?
Well, that's never happened to me.
Drinking pictures.
Oh, you've taken them down?
I wasn't asked, but when I applied to jobs, like in college, I would always remove pictures with beers or unopened bottles.
I'm trying to think if that happened to me.
Any alcohol?
Do you remember if anybody ever asked me to take anything down?
I mean, I've had to take lots of things down over the years. I mean, tons. I mean, we played a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, and someone, this was back when President Obama was president, and I think I retweeted, someone was like, Fuck, Marry, Kill or something, and I think they were like saying something about President Obama, and people were like, you can't retweet stuff where it's even insinuating that you would kill a president because then like the FBI can come to your What? Yeah. Like if you're even insinuating, even jokingly that you want to kill a president, lots of times you'll get a visit from law enforcement because they have to take all those threats, whether you think it's lighthearted or not. Oh my God, I've had to take that down. I've had to take. I think after I left radio, I was retweeting. War of the Roses. All those things are fake on the radio. All the like. Anytime you hear like a bizarre caller.
Yeah.
So at that time, I think I was still within like a contracted limit. So I had to take down the fact that I was sharing.
Can you talk about that now?
I was going to say, you've never talked.
I can't really share a lot of that because I stupidly signed a exit agreement.
Okay, got it.
But
just nod. Let
we'll
me
just
ask
ask you
a couple of
questions.
questions.
Yeah.
It's so
you
interesting
all
because
know.
I listen to the Ryan Seacrest show sometimes.
Yeah.
And they always have these people calling in, and I'm like, that can't be real.
Oh, it's all fake. It's so fake. All that stuff is staged.
Wow. Okay.
All
Good to know.
actors. Yeah.
Good to know.
But then you're like, why even listen to the show?
I don't know. People love it though, because I talk to people now that they're still like, oh, I know it's fake, but I just like really enjoy it.
It's like wrestling.
It's wrestling. It's wrestling.
True. It's just for entertainment.
Yeah. I don't know why we never just told people from the beginning that was fake, because I think they still would have listened. I don't think it would have deterred anyone. I think they've been like, oh, just like wrestling. Like,
interesting.
In this corner, Teddy is back cheating on his wife for the 4th time. Anyhow. All right, you guys, Paul.
Yes.
Fab, where can people find you? Where can people follow you?
Oh, my God. They can find me at Paul Wharton Style on Instagram. Please go to my website, paulwhartonstyle.com. We have new features every day. And listen to Politics, my podcast. I love you guys.
Love you so much. AJ on the mic.
AJ on the mic, Twitter, Instagram.
Follow Hey Frase. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Woo!
Rock the Casbah.
Rock the Casbah.
Hey, Fraser, like it. Hey, Fraser, like it.
Rock the Casbah.
Okay, Paul.
Casbah.
Yes, Paul. Yeah.